I'm Sean. This is Sean's Take. If we're just meeting for the first time, my name's Sean Redman, and on this channel I tend to review television shows and movies that I find interesting or they have something unique to talk about. Today's a little different. Today we're going to talk about the possibility of a actors' strike against Hollywood. For the last 48 hours, representatives from the Screen Actors Guild and the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, SAG-AFTRA, the unions, have been meeting with representatives from the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, and they've been negotiating with federal mediators to try and reach an agreement so that to avoid a strike. The SAG-AFTRA contract expired at midnight on June 30th. SAG extended negotiations for 12 days in good faith, but the talks have broken down over that time. The members, some 160,000, approved a strike in the weeks leading up to the deadline of June 30th. SAG-AFTRA's president, Fran Drescher, has indicated that the talks do not go well. The union is seeking, among many other things, the core of these negotiations center around setting up a residual streaming formula so that actors can get paid for successful shows, as they did during network times or movies. The streaming revolution has changed the way everybody watches and the way movies are purchased. And the actors are just looking to balance that scale a little bit. The other core issue is the use of artificial intelligence to recreate actors for free or use fake versions of their voices or content, or replace them entirely. So those two pieces, the streaming revenue and the AI, are the big hurdles to overcome. Now the producers aren't losing any money, and they just want to keep more and more and more. Now the writers union has been on strike for a little over 2 months. And there is a rumor that the producers are trying to extend that strike so that the writers go broke, which is bad faith and union busting. So we'll see if the producers try the same tactic with the actors union. Now the other piece is stage actors have their own union, which is called the Actors Equity. And Actors Equity has put out a letter to all of their 40,000 plus members of actors and stage managers that work live that they will honor a SAG-AFTRA strike, meaning any member of the Actors Equity cannot participate in filming or audition for any commercial work, including commercials made for their live shows. So we haven't had a combination strike of the actors and writers at the same time since 1960, and the Screen Actors Guild itself hasn't been on strike since 1980. If this becomes a prolonged strike, we could begin to run out of new content very quickly. There are productions that are just starting up that will have to pause. There are series like The White Lotus that are set to begin filming that will have to wait. So there is a news conference scheduled for the Screen Actors Guild for a little later today. and we'll see what happens. But that's the crux of it. What do you think? Do you support the actors and the writers in trying to stop AI from taking over their jobs and to get paid? Let's talk about that for a second. When we talk about getting paid, we're not talking about stars and their contracts, right? Margot Robbie has the Barbie movie out right now, and Margot Robbie did not get paid union scale. She has a individually negotiated contract. The union is there for the other actors. The rank and file, the character actors, the background actors, the people that work for a day on a movie or two, to make sure those people are able to make a living and get paid. And yes, I support the union, the Screen Actors Guild, and the Actors Equity, and I hope the writers get what they're looking for. I'll do a different thing on the writers if you think you want to hear it. So we'll wait and see what happens with the Screen Actors Guild. I'm Sean. This is Sean's Take. The more you know.